Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the electrical power transmission course. Today I am going to explain conductor materials for overhead transmission line. As we know that the conductors carry electrical power from the sending end station to the receiving end station of the transmission line. The conductor is one of the important items in the design of overhead transmission line, as most of the capital cost is invested for it. Therefore, proper choice of conductor material and size of the conductor is of considerable importance. Therefore, the conductor material should have the following properties. Number 1. High electrical conductivity and lowest resistance in order to have lesser losses. Number 2. High tensile strength in order to withstand mechanical stresses due to high speed winds. Now question may arise that what is tensile strength? It may be defined as the maximum amount of stress that the conductors can withstand before failure is known as tensile strength of the material. Number 3. Low cost, so that it can be used for long distance and make the transmission system economical. Number 4. Low specific gravity, so that weight per unit volume is small. The specific gravity is a dimensionless unit. It may be defined as the ratio of the density of the material to the density of water at a specified temperature is known as specific gravity of that material. Higher specific gravity means higher weight and vice versa. It may be noted that if the specific gravity of the conductor is higher, its weight will also be higher. Therefore, poles and towers required to carry this conductor will also be of greater strength. This will further increase the total cost of the transmission line. Therefore, conductor material with low specific gravity is preferred in order to make the design of the transmission line economical. All the above requirements are not found in a single material. Therefore, while selecting a conductor material for a particular case, a compromise is made between the cost and the required electrical and mechanical properties. The most commonly used conductor materials for overhead lines consist of copper, aluminium, and their alloys. The choice of a particular material will depend upon the cost, the required electrical and mechanical properties, and the local conditions. Furthermore, it may be noted that all conductors used for overhead lines are preferably stranded. Basically, there are two types of conductors: solid conductors and stranded conductors. A solid conductor is made up of a single solid wire of certain diameter as shown in the figure. On the other hand, a stranded conductor is made up of many smaller wires twisted together, all of which make up a wire of the same diameter as if it were a solid conductor of the same diameter as shown in the figure. I think it is better here to discuss the need of the stranded conductor for transmission line. First, I am going to discuss the disadvantages of solid conductor. Solid wires are only used for smaller distance. If solid wires are used for large cross-section and longer spans, continuous vibrations and swinging would produce mechanical fatigue and would fracture at the points of support. Furthermore, solid conductors of larger size are difficult to carry. Therefore, they are not suitable for long distance overhead transmission lines. In comparison to this, stranded conductors have the following advantages. Due to stranding, they have greater flexibility, greater mechanical strength. They can be easily twisted and carried out over long distance. Therefore, they are suitable for longer distance transmission lines. Due to flexibility, they have longer life compared to solid conductor. As the overhead transmission line is always subjected to wind speeds, storms, therefore, if solid conductors are used, they will break due to continuous vibration. Therefore, in overhead transmission line, stranded conductors are used. Now I am going to discuss the most important advantage of a stranded conductor. Due to the use of stranded conductor, skin effect is reduced in the overhead transmission line. Now one may confuse that how skin effect is related with a stranded conductor. The answer to this query is that in AC system, alternating current concentrates over the surface of the conductor. Due to this, its whole area is not utilized. Therefore, a solid conductor always have higher skin effect. On the other hand, in stranded conductor, the whole conductor is divided into small wires of small area. Due to this, area of the individual wires is small as compared to the area of the solid conductor. Therefore, due to this small area of stranded conductor, the skin effect is reduced. Now I am going to discuss the application of stranded conductors. Extension cords, as shown in the figure, are made of stranded wires since they require flexibility, allowing the cord to be bent and twisted without stressing the electrical wires. Stranded wires has the advantage that if a single small wire in the stranded conductor breaks, there are still many good small wires to carry the current. On the other hand, if the solid conductor breaks, that's the end of that wire. Due to these reasons, solid conductors are easier to be used in fixed installation, such as switches and sockets as shown in the figure, where cable is not required to move from one point to other. On the other hand, installation that need to be moved, such as table lamp, will use stranded cable for their flexibility. Due to these advantages, stranded conductors are used in overhead transmission lines. In stranded conductors, there is generally one central wire, and round this, successive layers of wire containing 6, 12, 18, 24 wires are used as shown in the figure. In the manufacture of stranded conductors, the consecutive layer of wires are twisted in opposite direction so that layers are bound together and avoid unwinding. Now we are going to use the expression for total number of conductors in n layer of stranded conductor. Suppose if there are n layer of strands of equal diameter in a circular strand formation with one central strand, the following general expressions are applicable. The total number of conductors in a strand of n layer is given by the following expressions, whereas overall diameter of the stranded conductors with n layer is given by the following expressions, where d is the diameter of each strand. Thus, a one layer of stranded conductor will have total 7 conductors as calculated by the equation below. Thus, 7 stranded conductor has a central strand with 6 outers as shown in the figure. Similarly, a stranded conductor with 2 layers will have total of 19 conductors as calculated by the equation below. Thus, the 19 strand conductor has a central strand with 6 strands in the first layer and 12 strands in the next layer as shown in the figure. Now I am going to discuss another important point, that is resistance of the stranded conductor and solid conductor. It may be noted that the resistance of stranded conductor is slightly greater than the resistance of the equivalent solid conductor because of increased length due to twist or spiraling. It is because length of the equivalent stranded conductor is slightly higher than the length of the equivalent solid conductor. Higher the length, higher will be the resistance. Therefore, resistance of the stranded conductor is slightly higher. Now I am going to discuss the last main points of the today's lecture. We know that resistance can be determined by using the following expression: R is equal to rho L upon A and R is equal to P upon I square. In case of DC circuits, the resistance calculation will be same from the both expressions. However, in case of AC circuit, the resistance calculation will not be the same. The reason for that is the skin effect. Due to the skin effect, the entire cross section of the conductor is not utilized. Therefore, in AC system, it is not preferred to calculate the resistance using the expression 1. In fact, for AC system, the effective resistance of a conductor is calculated by using the following expression. This resistance obtained from the above equation is slightly greater than the DC resistance. It is because in AC system area is reduced due to skin effect. Therefore, smaller area results in slightly higher resistance. Friends, today I have discussed about the properties of the conductor material required for overhead transmission line. Furthermore, I have discussed the stranded conductor and solid conductor with their merits and demerits. I have discussed why stranded conductors are used in overhead transmission lines. In the end, I have discussed about the resistance calculation in AC system. That's all for today's lecture. I hope you really enjoyed this lecture. Friends, I upload many videos based on various topics of power system and motivation on regular basis. Therefore, don't forget to subscribe my channel in order not to miss my latest videos. And don't forget to share my videos with your friends and class fellows so that they can also get benefit from these videos. Thank you very much.